In 2001 came a court case that tested the independence of Japan's judicial system. 127 former sufferers from Hansen's disease filed for compensation from the government. Despite the fact that the condition is very rarely contagious and can be cured, people contracting it were forcibly detained in quarantine facilities for decades, isolated from their families and society. Many underwent forced castrations and abortions and other grave violations of human rights. The court case questioned the responsibility of the legislature and the government. Japan's courts have exclusive competence in the administration of justice. As one of the 3 independent branches of government, they can offer a check on the power of the executive. Judicial review gives the courts the power to rule on whether laws and administrative measures are constitutional or not. They can decide whether government actions are legal and can order legislation and executive orders to be changed. The court ruled against the state. Once effective treatments had been developed in 1960, it stated, the law mandating quarantine became unconstitutional. The Ministry of Health and Welfare should have ended the quarantine, and the state should have changed the regulations. In other words, the government and the ministry had been at fault. The state was ordered to pay the former patients 1.8 billion yen in compensation.
ここまで踏み込んだ判決が出るというのは私は考えてなかった。本当にありがたい。
青空が広がったと、人間だと、まともに生きようと。
人間としての権利を受けたんですね。やっと。
日本にはまだ司法が生きているということをですね、実感しました。
The courts are the final resort for society's weakest members. That is why they must be impartial and vigilant in preventing improper conduct in politics and government. In 1996, an administrative vice minister holding the highest post in the bureaucracy was prosecuted for corruption. Although the defendant was a high-ranking civil servant, the court upheld its independence and issued an impartial decision. The police are the agents of the executive charged with bringing to justice those who break the law. The Japanese police stand ready to respond to any call, 24 hours a day. The police have a unique system that makes law enforcement more effective. The placing of police boxes called koban throughout each community, usually on street corners or at intersections. There are 940 of them in Tokyo alone and 6,500 nationwide. In the event of trouble, citizens can hurry to the nearest koban to inform the police. Police and prosecutors have the power to arrest suspects, but unless a crime is actually in progress, they need an arrest warrant issued by a court. They also need a court order to authorize detaining someone. Suspects' rights are carefully protected. It is now taken for granted in much of the world that everyone has equal human rights. Japan's courts have maintained their independence for more than a century, winning the trust of citizens.
基本的人権を尊重することは憲法に盛り込まれた国民への約束事です。その背景には戦前の日本では個人の尊厳がないがしろにされてそれが不幸な戦争につながったという反省があります。 ですから国民の安全を守って一人一人に最低限の生活を保障するということが国家機構の一番の仕事になっています。しかしそれが政府の仕事を増やして財政の行き詰まりにつながったということも否定できません。日本の社会に活力を取り戻すためには国が関わる部分をできるだけ少なくして個人や企業ができるだけ自らの責任で活動できるようにすべきだという議論が起きています。国が果たすべき役割はどこまでなのか、公と私の間の線引きをどこでするのか、戦後半世紀以上続いてきた日本の社会システムは今新たな構造変化の時を迎えようとしています。